Let's start and explore a little bit of movement together. If you need some space to stand, possibly some space to lie down, but it's not going to be too difficult, or just to play with some principles. If you want to keep your camera open, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. In the lying down part, there won't be much to see. I'm just going to be talking and you're going to be moving. So so the computer, I don't know, if you need it, just keep it around. Okay, let's hit the road. I hope the Wi-Fi works well here. It's a new space, it's a new clinic that I just finished making part of it. This wall was already here. It's part of the house. It's an exterior wall of the house, and we closed the clinic around it. It's a little bit strange, but nice. Okay, standing and dropping something, dropping whatever you can, and beginning to walk in place. Walking is basically the passing of the weight from one leg to another with easiness, without any demand. If you can't hear me or you lose me for some reason, please interrupt and I will say again. I need to see the time. Great. So walking. What happens in walking? We shift the weight, we drop it into one leg, and we come back and we walk to the other and we drop it into the other and we catch. What happens in this dropping, falling? We release weight through the skeleton into the floor, under the floor, and we get movement back. That's the exchange. We drop weight, we drop effort, we drop something that we hold, and we get movement. It's like you know, a hot air balloon. They have these bags of sand, and if they want to go up, it's not enough to push with the hot air. They have to drop some of the weight. They drop the weight here, they go up a little bit. They drop the weight on the other side, they go up a little bit more. So this exchange of something falling through the skeleton and receiving some fresh movement, like fresh. I think that's the best word for it. When you release and drop effort, tension, old movement, you get new movement. It's a principle. It's a principle. From one leg to another. And what is also nice with walking is that it's a full body participation. You know, it's the climax of the baby learning. He finishes learning standing, walking, and then running, which is just walking faster. So it's the climax of all the body participating. So the heels and the knees and the leg, the hip, and the hip joint, and the pelvis, and then the vertebrae, the ribs, the shoulder blades, and see if all of this is part of the walking. How do we make body parts join the walking? We drop them into the step, into the walk. We drop it in and we get movement back. Whatever we drop receives movement. Whatever we hold, you know, we keep it away from gravity, doesn't receive movement. That's another principle. You drop in, you get movement. So try dropping from the shoulder blade into the hip, into the leg, into the heel. Like a series of dropping. And then you step back and you drop. You can drop from the head, from the ear. We talk a lot about the ear being a big player in this game. The ear invites the whole head, the whole spine to drop into the walking. It's very lazy. At first it can feel almost so lazy we're not sure how to move, but it's a good beginning. We step and we come back. And another interesting thing in the step now that I see is that when I want to come back, there is some leaning into the floor, you know. Otherwise I need to go up from the floor, but I don't want to go up, I want to go in. I step into the floor and the floor steps into me. It's not really pushing, I don't need to push because I lean into, and because the earth is bigger than me, I move. Maybe the earth moves also a little bit. You can imagine that the earth is moving a little bit under you. You know, רומי, אני בשיעור חמוד. רומי, אהובי, my son. אני בשיעור, לא עכשיו, מתוק. רומי, לא עכשיו. My son is curious. Yeah, so you can imagine, what was I saying? You can imagine the earth, you know, if you go to the gym, there is this, you walk on this floor and the floor is rolling under you. You can imagine as you step from one leg to another that the earth is rolling the other way, like walking on a big ball, which is quite what's happening. And imagine the earth and see now if the earth can move you. You just step and the earth is rolling you. So we can say that each step is a rolling down and a rolling up and a rolling down and a rolling up. You don't need to understand it or to, you know, to design it. Just see if it makes some feeling, some sense, some crazy idea, something that your curiosity can chase, you know? We send an idea and the curiosity, it runs after this idea. That's how curiosity works. It doesn't sit at home and waiting for answers. It finds an idea and imagination and it runs after it. And this is great. I really love this process. So walking and stepping, and we can speed up a little bit to find dropping the belly, dropping the buttocks, dropping everything, but the skeleton remains. I don't collapse to the floor. I fall through the skeleton. Through the skeleton. The skeleton is the, you know, it's the skeleton of the whole thing that is sitting on top. The muscles, the joints, the ligaments, the tissues, the blood circulation, the nerve system, all hanging on the skeleton. And when we do this and we drop all the muscles and all the effort and we fall and step, we begin to bring fresh movement through the whole system. The whole entity receives this kind of a shower, you know? In a shower it's coming from above, washing through you, and here it can also come from under and wash through us, like wave of freshness. We drop the movement from above down through our body. How is it called? Trickling. You know what is trickling? Like water on the window, trickling down. So the movement goes down through into the center of the earth, and fresh movement comes up, like a cloud of freshness. It's such a nice word, fresh, like bubbles, like something. If you like, I wanted to say Coca-Cola, but it's not a good example of freshness. But it can be. Chak, and walking, chak. We speed up the walking to get out of, you know, thinking about it. We know how to walk. You know, the hands begin to join. We don't need to design it. The head can look to the right, can look to the left. Walking, falling, and getting new movement. Chak. Speeding it up and speeding it up, and we go into very fast. the system switches function into vibrating, some kind of so fast that it goes into another layer, another function. Not one by one, but everything. And to do this, you have to really drop muscles, drop control, and just go so fast from one leg to another. The more you drop effort, the better it works. And sometimes it's confusing. Which leg, which? So just go faster and get confused. When you get lost out of your control and your managing of the movement, it starts to work. My children in the window, you should see it. Nice. It's a new room, I don't have a curtain yet, so I get to see my children's smiles outside. Smile, you know, smile is a very important tool. Try to do this when you smile. You will see what happens when we smile, even if it's fake. We smile. What happens? The control function in the brain gets completely confused. And try to do something serious with smiling at the same time. It doesn't work. And another thing that happens when you smile, the environment of the movement gets a new color. Smiling. To yourself, you can smile to yourself. See how it's different, a smiley movement than a serious movement, an educated movement. No, it's a wild movement is wild creature. Children know it because they cannot stop it. Sometimes people think children are nervous or they don't know what to do, so they are moving all the time, but actually they cannot do anything else. The movement moves them, the movement goes through them. They just let it go through them. Because if they try to stop it, then they suffer. You tell a child to stop moving, that's when the problems begin. Okay, speed up. Now try when you speed up. Let's go back to the walking for a moment, okay? Walking, 1, 2, and let's see a difference. So a nice difference is that when we walk, the movement a little bit goes out, you know, here and we fall kind of out of the main axis from the head to the feet. We fall out and we come back, a little bit swinging, you know, cradling like this. And when we go the fast speed, everything kind of concentrates, not you know, it doesn't squeeze, but it concentrates into the middle axis. Like when you put water in the sink, a lot of water, at first they go around, and then when they speed up, they go spiraling down the middle, yeah? The shortest way into the center of the earth. There is the less effort, it's like the middle of the storm, it's quiet, it takes some time to find it, not because it's difficult, but because we try to think our way. But when you drop into it, you find it, and it starts to find you. And this is a wonderful tool. We use it in movement classes all the time, but we also use it to treat ourselves, and we use it with patients. We teach patients to treat themselves this way. This is a full body shower. Full body shower. Everything gets washed down, what we don't need, and we get fresh in. From where? From the universe. And you don't need to have the book. Where is the energy of life? It's all around you. What you need to do is to clear out from the blockages, the tensions, the things that are being held, and you don't need to know where they are. You need to wash them out and you get fresh. Sometimes we think, oh, first I need to know where it's stuck. Why it's stuck? Is it because of my childhood, because of my work? Doesn't matter. You wash it out, you get fresh. You wash it out, you get fresh. This is such a quick process that we when we have it, we don't need to think why something happened and why we are stuck. We just wash it out. We get fresh. Tja! Brrr, one last moment. You can do like this, you know, like butterflies on your body. Butterflies on the body. It's a way kind of to talk to ourselves. Flittering, glittering, you know, bringing freshness all around without effort, just playing like in a shower. Imagine your fingertips have, you know, soda bubbles inside them. And you wash, you wash, you wash. Tea. If you get tired, if you feel, well, I'm working hard, just do it more symbolic, you know, do it 50%, 20%, 10%. Even sometimes just to imagine it is great. And you go, cheer, you wash, behind, down, around one side, around the head, here. In the second year, we have all kind of energetic ideas about energetic treatment. We bring this material also in the basic course. It's great, more and more. I'm bringing it more and more each year because I think everybody can use it. And it doesn't need to be a doctor of energy to play with this. This is energies of life, and you play with them without knowing them, without knowing about them. That's the magic of children. They play with the whole of the environment, the whole of the existence, all of their tools without reading the book, you know, before. No preparation, no school. They go boom into life. And they do it, they have it all, they know it all, they learn it all very quickly, very quickly. We spend 30, 40, 50, 60 years to learn little things, and they learn so much in a short time. So I'm asking myself, how is it? What way they are learning that is so efficient and so graceful, you know, so beautiful. Okay, and pause for one moment and just stand. You can close your eyes if you want, just to feel after these few minutes of experiment. Maybe it was new to you, maybe it was familiar somehow, maybe it was easy, maybe challenging, just to see is there something, is it a good feeling? That's the first question we have to ask. Does it feel good or does it feel bad? That's also an answer. Does it feel like something? Yeah? Does it have a color? Does it have a name for you? Sometimes an image comes up, sometimes a sensation, we don't know. Sometimes it's very much in the body, sometimes it's very in the clouds, you know. A feeling. Yeah? Nice to notice it. Okay, come back to lie down. Come to lie down on the mattress. I will also lie down with you, but there's not much to see. So you can look, but sometimes, better that you just go into what you do. Okay. And lie down on your back. Spread your body and rest. And rest. And smile and roll your head. See if the smile can roll the head, and if the head can roll the smile. Drop the body into the mattress, and you can try kind of symbolically to do this walking in the legs, you know, from one leg and another. The knee can bend a little bit and straighten. It's like we're trying to find a leaning point for the heels. One leg and then another. I try to find a leaning point for the heel, and then I lean into it and I roll my head to see, very symbolically, very almost like a secret, how I can bring movement into the body from the heels and bring, you know, what we call assistance from the ears, from the rolling of the head. So talking between the walking of the legs a little bit and the rolling of the head. You can also use your elbows to lean to the floor, one elbow and another. It's like bringing ideas. It's not about pushing or, you know, doing some pattern or shape. It's about beginning to talk really like a baby, lying down on the floor for the first time in their life, and they have the floor, they feel it, they cannot escape it. And what can they do? They can roll the head, right? They can lean a little bit from the elbows or from the fingertips. They can lean from the heels. They can maybe bend the leg, bend the hand, or straight. And they begin to move this way. They're not going very far for a few weeks, or sometimes for a few months. They don't go very far, but they are building a dialogue with leaning points and rolling, leaning points and rolling, and more importantly, with the feeling of movement going through their bodies, and how they can talk to it. Because when they were in the belly, inside the water, they got a lot of movement resonance, but they couldn't really talk to the floor, maybe a little bit through the belly, but mostly they were on their own. And now on the floor, they begin to lean from here and lean from there. They cannot really repeat anything. So what they find is very, you know, they find it and it disappears, and they find something else, and they follow what makes them interested. So rolling the foot, rolling the heel from side to side, rolling the other foot, rolling the palms, rolling the hands on the mattress, rolling the head, leaning through the elbows, leaning through the heels, leaning through the base of the head, the base of the skull. All of it. It's a lot of information, I know. That's why we give a lot of place to the movement classes in the training, because this is really your own way to transform your understanding, the language you talk to your body, and this influence how you talk to the patient very, very much. You can stand one knee and try now with this foot up. Where can you lean from? Now you can lean from the whole foot. But you also have the elbow. If you stand the palms to the ceiling, you can find the elbow leaning more. And you can stand the other knee. And now you have really almost like 4 legs, right? Like a cockroach or something. You have 4 legs, one foot and another foot with the knee up, and then one heel, elbow and another elbow, and the head is rolling. Very important to roll the head, because the spine can join in this way. When we hold the head, we hold the spine. That's very clear. When we hold the head, we hold the spine. And play this walking from here to there. You can straighten the legs or bend the legs. You play it as you wish. Just speed up a little bit. Speed up, speed up. Again, we speed up to lose control. But the brain says, okay, if I speed up, I have to close everything and find the pattern. And then we start to shake with 2 legs or to do everything symmetric. So get out of symmetric Get out of repetition. Keep surprising yourself. Speed up, rolling the head, leaning from the heels, leaning from the elbows. Speed up and surprise yourself. So one movement can be long, another can be short. One leaning point can steal from another leaning point. And the head can roll and change direction to surprise the body. And speeding up, so we begin to get into this more chaotic. At first it feels chaotic, but if you drop the effort, it's more like you let the movement begin to play inside you. Instead of directing it, instead of being the director, going and becoming part of the story, part of the play. Letting the movement be the director. From here and from there. And now see that the movement goes into the body, that's clear. When we lean, we said, when we lean into the floor, we get movement, but also goes out of the body. Out where? So out of the head, right? Out of the ears, out of the hair. You can imagine movement coming out. Out of the fingertips, out of the toes, out, out, out. So we talk of the body being like a pipeline, an autostrada, like a highway, many highways. We call them movement sleeves that are going through us. Movement comes in and we pass it out. It comes in and we send it out all the time. And speed up. Speed up. אני באמצע. Visitors. Speeding up. And let's try now for last minute to double the speed. Okay? Double of all of everything. Just to play it more freely. More crazy, can we say? Crazy means that you let go of any control. You let go of any control. As much as you can. If you're not sure that you let go of control, just double the speed. But see, the tendency when we go fast is to shut down and to close the muscles. See if you can drop more and go bigger. It's a challenge, I know, first time you do it, but go bigger and faster. Yeah? Bigger and faster. If it would have a sound, it would be something like that, like or this is the speed of, frequencies, of very fast frequency. Electrons running through the body. Electrons, faster than electrons, faster than speed of light. It's high-speed communication, the whole body participates, and we don't control it. We try to encourage it, to smile to it, but not to control it. Last moment to speed as much as you can, but stay close to the floor, don't jump out of the floor, keep it very flat. Like an amoeba vibrating, the life vibrating inside us. And let it go and roll on your side and cuddle on your side. ערב טוב מאוד. עכשיו אני בריא יותר. Somebody came and looked at the window and he said, he saw me doing this and he said, I thought you were sick, and I told him, now I feel actually better. Okay, lie on your side. And rest. And when you rest, you can really drop down to the floor, dropping more and more and more. Feeling the breath, see if it's more comfortable to breathe on the side. And lie on your other side, roll on your other side and rest on the other side. Sorry for the talking here. on your other side and rest. You can bring a big breath and wash the whole body in and wash the whole body out. In case any effort, any ambition, anything you didn't understand, any judgment, any, frustration, then okay, it's always part of the learning. The question is if we have tools to wash it out and get a new beginning. Ilan says each moment in the movement is a new beginning. And this is important, to find new beginnings. Not to keep going with the same beginning point that we had. Okay? And from the side, roll again on your back, and from the back to the other side and to sitting, and from sitting rolling to standing, coming to standing. In your time, you can imagine all these vibrations coming up with you. Like you are riding, when you go up, you are riding a cloud of vibrations, a wind of vibrations. You never need to make an effort because life is taking you up. Like it takes the plants up, when a plant goes up, how does it go up? It doesn't have a ladder, it doesn't have muscles. Life energy builds it upwards as it was building us. Okay? And vibrating here and passing it from one leg to another, now really with no ambition, just letting your body articulate whatever it found and enjoying it. Tell yourself you did a good job, whatever you found is good, whatever you didn't find will be left for later. It's always good to leave something for later. And also to know that we never find everything. We always find another beginning. We never reach the full knowledge of life, but we always talk to the full bank of knowledge of life. Yeah? It's a good thing to know we can always get more and we will never reach everything. But the more we play with it, with the life knowledge, the more we get. That's all. That's all. Okay, ta 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 ti, ta ta ta, and with a big spiral just to wash around us, just to wash. Movement goes in a spiral, never goes in straight lines. Nothing is in straight lines. Nothing. There is no straight lines. Even straight lines, when you look at them from very close, they are spiraling. They are never straight. Two. Clean out and wash down, clean out and wash down. Collect something and take it out and bring something fresh and put it in, like taking off the jacket or the clothes, the dress, and putting on a new dress or a new blanket. Open, full of air, full of vibrations. All you need to do is feel it. Guess, try to guess it. Try to kind of ask, what's going on there? You don't need to know. Please don't look for final answers, just questions. Thank you. That's it for this short experience. Wow.